Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Swamiye Sharanamayappa. The Hindu religion has many significant symbolic representations and indications. Many of these have been handed over to us by our sages and saints through our religious scriptures and texts. The beauty of these indications is that uh, many of these are not direct but are subtle, which makes us think and introspect. It also gives us energy to grow spiritually and to attain the lotus feet of the Lord. A major part of such evaluations and indications are based on numbers and dates. I will talk today about the interesting number 18, 1 8, which is supposed to be an auspicious number in the Hindu religion. It is an interesting number. Let us see some examples. The first Veda, composed by Lord Brahma, had 18 chapters. Subsequently, this was converted by sage Vedavyasa into four Vedas, that is, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Rigveda, and Atharva Veda. Each of these Vedas are composed of 18 chapters each. As you are aware, these four Vedas teach us the principles of life and how to lead it. Continuing further, sage Vedavyasa further composed the 18 Puranas and also the 18 Upapuranas. If you look for similar further aspects, the Mahabharata, which is one of the greatest epics, has 18 books or Parvas as it is called. Also, the Kurukshetra war within the Mahabharata, which is one of the most significant event, lasted exactly for 18 days, at the end of which there was victory of Dharma over evil. The significance does not end here. The Bhagavad Gita, which is the most followed book by us for guidance on day-to-day living, also has 18 chapters. Each of these chapters enlightens us on life and how to lead it in order to reach our ultimate goal of achieving the Supreme Lord. Now, where do you see the significance of the number 18 in this present day and age? As you are aware, there are many pilgrims who go to the holy place Shabarimala in order to have darshan of Lord Ayyappa. The pilgrims have to go through a strict vrata or penance for 41 days, after which they have to climb 18 steps in the temple in order to reach the sanctum sanctorium and have darshan of the Lord. What do these 18 steps signify? The first 5 steps constitute the Pancha Indriyas of human beings. What are these? These are our eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. These 5 Indriyas are also our senses, which leads us to our desires. So the first 5 steps are controlling or conquering our Indriyas or desires, which helps us to control our senses as we climb up the steps to reach the Lord. Following our senses is the 8 Ashtaragas or emotions, which is Kama, lust, Krodha, anger, Lobha, greed, Moha, attachment, Madha, arrogance or pride, Matsarya, unhealthy competition with others, Aham, ego, and Dumbha, boastfulness. These 8 negative emotions or qualities need to be overcome by us as we climb the next steps towards our journey to reach the Sanctum Sanctorium of Lord Ayyappa. After these 5 Indriyas and the 8 Ashtaragas, we need to overcome the 3 gunas. That is tamoguna, which is inertia or laziness, rajas, that is rajoguna, which is passion, and sato or sattva guna, which is goodliness. As we move up the spiritual path, we gradually move from tamas to rajas to sattva guna. As we overcome these 3 gunas, we reach the state of nirguna, which is the state of super consciousness or merging our soul with the Lord. So now we have looked at the Pancha Indriyas, Ashtaragas, and 3 gunas, that is total of 18 steps. The 17th and 18th step is Vidya and Avidya. Vidya is knowledge or jnana, which lightens up our mind and which we acquire during the 41-day penance. While avidya is ignorance or blindness to the ultimate truth, which we need to overcome as the last step to meet the Lord. So, to climb the 18 steps, we need to control our senses, overcome desires, remove all negative tendencies, and reach the state of super consciousness, which will lead to complete knowledge after removing all ignorance or darkness. So, during the 41 days penance, this is how a human being evolves in order to climb the 18 steps of Shabarimala. This same truth is taught in the 18 chapters of the Bhagavad Gita or in the 18 chapters of each of the 4 Vedas or the 18 Puranas and the other holy scriptures. Don't you think this is a divine coincidence? This is what I wanted to share with you today. I hope this knowledge will be useful for your journey towards realizing the divine. Sri Hare Namaha, Hari Om.